They watch, they hate, then they copy.
So to red lipstick vibes, the OG in the fucking hoe.
I used to fuck mad niggas when I was little. That's why dick don't really do shit for me now.
Women are having to be the man.
What makes
and not only that, they have to be the woman and substitute themselves to things they don't want to do. It's more bitches stripping to go to college. It's more bitches stripping to get the school clothes, to get the school supplies, because niggas not doing nothing.
So why do you feel like your pussy? Hold on. You will not blame me for your whole activity. They got scholarships. They got financial aid. They got student loans. You will not blame me for your whole activities. You could have did a whole bunch of things to get your ass through college other than selling cat and shaking ass.
You motherfuckers, you know who got it. Because I got the pussy for the money. If you got the money for the pussy.
Bird! Don't piss off.
Please. Now I see why I be fucking for money.
Why?
Because ain't no fucking love out here. Not none. Trick on me, bitch. Give me the moolah.
No, I'm gonna post it.
I don't give a fuck. Post it. Tag a couple references. You motherfuckers, you know who got it.
I was like, I want to have a train ran on me. That's my fantasy. A lot of women want that.
Don't wait long for your whole season, because your body gonna drop, your titties gonna drop, you're not gonna have them good tight legs no more, and you're gonna turn into mush. So get your whole season on now.
Y'all be like, oh, I fucked 2 niggas in a month, and that was my Hoe Phase. Girl, I fucked like 20 niggas in a month. That's nothing. We used to fuck 2 niggas in a day. Like, what you mean 2 niggas in a month was your Hoe Phase? That wasn't a Hoe Phase, bitch. I was in a relationship at that point. When I was 16, I got 3 trains ran on me in 1 week. Like 3 different niggas each time.
What's your craziest confession?
Mom is in the room right next to me, right?
Okay.
And there was 5 dudes at my house, okay?
Okay.
All of them trained.
5?
Yeah, my mom didn't even care.
Train ran on me. Like single file, second tile, everybody lined up.
Y'all out here looking for the hoes. Welcome to Red Lip Survival. The vibe is always positive. How y'all doing on tonight? Sis, you are on mute. How are you guys doing on tonight? Thank you guys for tuning in to Red Dropping Dreams and the episode of Sister Code with my Mrs. She Said. How you doing, sis?
I'm good. I'm good. All is well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just trying to focus my eyeballs.
It's been a while. It's been a while since we sat here in this, decoded sister code
As I know.
situation.
Well, I've seen some things. I'm
You
always
sound
saying,
low.
huh?
My volume's low. I'm sorry. I'm about
No.
to turn you up. I'm gonna turn you up.
Who, me?
Yeah. I had to turn you up. That's all.
Oh, because I'm literally like yelling right now. I don't want to, be all loud out here in these streets.
I hear you. It's good.
I saw some things, and I
You
thought
gonna
we
show
need
me
to,
something?
yeah, we got to revisit the whole code.
Peace to everybody pulling up in chat.
We
Make sure you
did
hit
it.
that like button.
You can't hear me, sis?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let us say hi to the peoples in the chat. Jose is in the chat. Hey, Jose.
Hey,
Johnny
Jose.
Blaze is in the chat. Hey, Johnny
JB.
Blaze. Frank White is in the chat. Shout out to all the cloud watchers. Make sure y'all hit that like button and all that other good stuff. Hey, D is in the chat. Uncle Ricky is in the chat.
Hey, y'all. Hey,
You guys
man.
are coming through. Trees is in the chat. Thank you guys for coming through tonight.
Hey, Trees.
We got Logic Rosie is in the chat. Hi, welcome.
Hey.
So we're gonna get into it because I saw some things. Well, what do you think about the clip that I played?
God, that's something unique. I mean, they have an outlet to speak, and they're speaking.
Mm-hmm. They
I'm
telling
listening.
they
That's
telling all the business, baby. Okay.
I mean,
They are telling all of the business. Shout out to everybody that's pulling in. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all know what the goals are all the time. Goals are 15 memberships and $80 towards the paper child fund, either via Cash App at Red Lipstick Vibes or PayPal at Red Lipstick Vibes. And we always gotta hear Mr. Caleb. Okay, gotta hear Mr. Caleb.
You fell in love with my avatar, that's sweet. Now fall into my Cash App at Red Lipstick Vibes. Legs, I don't walk. I roll into rooms and shut them down.
Don't forget to support the Paper Towel Fund on Cash App, Red Lipstick Vibes.
All right, y'all heard Mr. Caleb. Don't forget to support the Paper Towel Fund at Cash App, Red Lipstick Vibes. So let me see. I forgot what I was supposed to be doing. I had a clip. I think it might be on the other one. So let's switch scenes. So, sis, I saw something, and you guys brought it to my attention about what's her name? What's her name? Tony Braxton's sister. You on mute. Tony Braxton's
yes, Tamar.
Tamar. Yeah, Tamar. So I see she's doing some whole activities.
The baby of the bunch. She's something unique, man.
She's doing some whole activities out here in these streets. I'm like, ooh. And our brother sent me this clip that I didn't know that this wasn't this was a repeat. She's a repeat offender of sleeping with Tony's male partners and
Things. Yeah.
crazy.
We had a whole reality show years, so
Yeah.
you were tuning in. The behavior. So I want to see if you got something.
So would we consider her to be one of the hoes, right? She's
I
one
mean,
of
she would probably consider herself at this point. Shit, you outside.
Oh yeah, she way outside, baby. Okay.
Like you can't tell you apart. You half naked. You behaving in such a manner. So if the shoe fit, it's gotta
Right, right.
the thing.
Yeah. My thing is, that's your sister though.
And she got a son. He's
Right.
watching.
He's watching it. He's watching. And that's one of the things that we're going to talk about it. Right?
Mm.
What you say? D says, Petty Red, and she said going to have these.
Lord, no
What?
slides tonight. No slides tonight.
Oh, it slides.
Oh,
Oh
you got
yeah.
slides? Oh, shiggity.
You know, look. I got some slides. Okay.
Y'all better get your slide up.
Look, get y'all paper
Yeah.
and pens, cause y'all know I can't let y'all go out here without some information. Okay. So we not just reacting to stuff tonight. We going. I'm teaching tonight. Okay. I'm teaching. We gonna teach a little bit. Okay. Because I think the ladies need to know some things. So I got a couple of questions for you, sis. What is
Okay.
a hoe?
Huh?
Pat, what is a hoe to y'all? Well, what is a hoe?
What is a whore? A person who finds value in their vagina and moves and uses it as such.
Mm.
And for me, I think it's an internal no value that they have.
Mm-hmm.
If they actually valued it, they would hold it sacred. Find
Right.
someone to lock it down and be a whore for him.
Okay.
So, I'm just multiple partners. I don't care what age you at. There's no such thing as, I was young and dumb. Like these things we should know to honor our body and not allow it to be, manipulated repeatedly by different people.
Right.
So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
now if there's a number to it and, a time frame, like you could be a whole overnight,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you know, three dudes in one day. I mean,
Ooh,
poor
what
behavior.
did you say? 3
I
Wait a
mean,
minute.
they do it. They're not ashamed of it.
That's a nasty word. You got low. Ooh,
I don't
child.
even know how. Yeah.
I don't know how they do it.
So that's just my
Like,
opinion.
what's going on with your coochie? Okay. Like, so I have a definition.
Okay.
What is a hoe or 3 or 4? It comes from hoa, a harsh old term for a woman who sells or gives sex casually. It's used for any woman perceived as sexually loose or attention seeking through men. That is what a whore is. So, sis, what do you think? What is a slut?
Oh Lord,
What do you guys think? What is a slut, guys?
they're
What
not the same thing. They're in the same category.
they all got different definitions.
Okay, so a whore gets paid and a slut does it for fun.
Ooh, okay. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Some whore is looking for some type of reward. I need an exchange, even if it's attention. You know what I'm saying? Attention to blood, 20 in the front, 40 in the back. Shout out to Lit, Lost in Translation. I'm just saying.
Okay, that's a new one. Okay.
Yeah.
What is a slut? A slut is a girl or woman who deviates from the norms of femininity.
Wow.
Isn't that is an interesting
I mean,
one?
so see, it is interesting because the norm of femininity in our society today, if it's what we see on social media and reality shows and such for the last 20 years, it's whore behavior. So, if you're not behaving that way, a lot of you are acting that way and dressing that way and speaking that way.
Mm-hmm.
So, slut originally meant a messy woman.
Yes.
Middle English.
Yes.
Okay. Whew. Later shifting to mean a sexually active or immoral woman, though some modern women have attempted to reclaim it. slut walks as a form of sexual autonomy.
So,
bullshit.
It used to be, back in England, slut, messy woman. So they changed it into, immoral or sexually active woman. That's what they changed it in. So, what do you guys think about hoism or pro-hoe culture? Hoism or pro-hoe culture. It is a such thing, and I was like surprised that there is such a thing.
I mean, I'm not. Mothers teach daughters to be whores. Fathers can also, contribute to that as well. If you see this, like some mothers are not discreet. Like daddy could leave the front and you taking the kids to this nigga house or a nigga's coming in, and there's no context given to the children and they just grow up. They don't realize it, but psychologically, yeah, absolutely. I saw mommy have more than, she had a couple friends. One friend drove her around and somebody was always coming to help mommy. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the biggest one. It starts early, sis, with the, men always giving the little girls $1. At any point, strange men just offering to give little girls money, and us women allow it. We allow it. I've never, from the beginning, they used to look at me like I was crazy in Bed-Stuy. Like, what's? Yeah, no. Don't do that.
Oh yeah. Doing that.
This is a behavior that y'all are creating, a pattern. So, and it's always been. And gentlemen, don't do that. I'm just telling you now, like, don't do that. If you want to pay for something, give it to the parent or, tap the parent and do it that way. But approaching the kid and offering them $1 to pay for something and shit, nah, don't do that.
Exactly.
Because she pretty. You so pretty.
Pretty, let me give you $1. No, you're not. You're not getting no. Give my daughter no $1 because she pretty. What's wrong with you?
Crazy work. And they'll use it again. They'll use it. They'll use it.
They would use it. Exactly. So, hoism or pro-hoe culture, defined in the Urban Dictionary, is to possess and celebrate the characteristics of a hoe.
Yeah, absolutely. The whole society is doing it. So, it's definitely in present day reality, right? Because look at the artists we have. Shit, even from Lil' Kim, that was whore. Nicki Minaj, whore.
Exactly.
Megan Thee Stallion, whore.
It's
the behavior. The behavior. Right. This is what y'all are promoting: half nakedness, sex, fuck, humping. Like nakedness. What do you think the kids are gonna think? Boys and girls.
Exactly. Right. It's not just one side of this. It's boys and girls now.
The boys want to be like girls. They like it so much. The mothers, allow them to see it and celebrate it so much that the boys want to do it. Like, let's be freaking for real. Your boys want to pop they badusses like the girls.
Sis, don't you?
They got boy pussies. This is what they say. They say it. I'm not saying it. This is what they proclaim.
Exactly.
And we don't say nothing about it. We proud that our gay boys is like, yeah, I got a girl pussy in. No, you don't. You have a dick and you have a butt. That's what you're doing. God, and we don't do that. Want them. Yeah. Okay.
Hi, Tara. Monique is in the house. Thank you, Dawn, for coming through. So I have a clip, and then I have some more questions for you, sis, but I have a clip I want us to see. So be ready, because y'all know I saw something, okay? When I see stuff, y'all know it's crime time. So I put together a clip of hoes and their conversations. Let's check it out.
So this is what y'all be doing on these girls' trip.
We came to hoe and go. If you just going and not hoeing, hey, baby, you might need to wait for the church retreat. You might not need to come on this trip.
You ain't gotta hoe. Everybody do what they want to do. I'm pro-choice.
No, because when you not pro-hoe, you're anti-hoe. I'm sorry. If you're not pro-hoe, you're anti. And you are not welcome up in here. We are supporters of sluts, whores, dick suckers, and all things above. Okay, we are pro everything up in this motherfucker. I'm just
as long as I can get a train with you in your homeways. Huh?
So what?
Train? Choo choo? Chugga 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 chugga.
And that you have different types of hoes and you have to respect each hoe for what they bring to the table and what they do and why they do it. So I have a few different hoes that I've come across and I'm realizing how they maneuver. And so I want you to know too, so you're aware when you recognize them and when you see them. You have the hoe that's having the hoe phase, which I've learned recently by watching Nothing But the Truth podcast, that a hoe phase is when you're just doing something to try to figure things out and you're younger and you're just trying to explore and you're trying to realize and try to come to yourself, right? And like see what's out there. You're just having fun. No connection, no ties. But then you have the attention hoe. The attention hoe just likes to be seen and likes to be in the mix. And so she fucks to just be around. Then you have the trip hoe. I call her the trip private girl hoe. She likes to do the private planes, the private yachts, the private things, get the passport stamp. She's just a passport hoe. She just likes to do things that her pussy, her money can't buy, but her pussy can. So she finds people that.
Child, wait a minute. What did I do? I did something. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's go back.
So this is what y'all be doing on these girls' trip.
You're anti-hoe. I'm everything up in this.
The hoes and you have to respect each hoe for what they bring to the table and what they do and why they do it. So I have a few different hoes that I've come across and I'm realizing how they maneuver. And so I want you to know too, so you're aware when you recognize them and when you see them. You have the hoe that's having the hoe phase, which I've learned recently by watching Nothing But the Truth podcast, that a hoe phase is when you're just doing something to try to figure things out and you're younger and you're just trying to explore. And
I got a question, sis. Why do they always say, and you on mute, why do they always say they use the whole phase to figure things out? I never understood. What exactly are they trying to figure out?
I mean, we got a lot of brains.
I was so confused when they say that. Like
the thing we say about men, they think with their penis, our brains is in our coochies when we young. That estrogen is rampant and they don't know how to control it, regulate it, manage it, or nothing. But that's, whew.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's the same thing, but it doesn't make sense because when you learn yourself, as a grown woman, as a young girl, masturbation was a thing. And it doesn't contribute to sticking things inside of it. You understand? So learning to pleasure yourself, you shouldn't have to run around and try to find a man because you'll learn that together. You understand? Versus they jumping around and not being satisfied. You understand? You have 70% of women who don't even know how to climax.
Very true. They don't even know
lifetime. That's crazy work. And they're depending on a man to make that happen. And, it's just kind of delusional. But again, their mama should have taught them, but their grandmother probably would have.
Right. So let's finish listening to what she got to say, baby.
And try to come to yourself, right? And like see what's out there. You're just having fun. No connection, no ties. But then you have the attention hoe. The attention hoe just likes to be seen and likes to be in the mix. And so she fucks to just be around. Then you have the trip hoe. I call her the trip private girl hoe. She likes to do the private planes, the private yachts, the private things, get the passport stamp. She's just a passport hoe. She just likes to do things that her pussy, her money can't buy, but her pussy can. So she finds people that just like.
So you got the attention seeking hoes and you got the hoes that trying to figure things out. And then you got the passport traveling hoes.
Yeah.
That
I've known every version
of the currency. The coochie is payment stuff. Yeah.
It's taught. It's it's probably been taught for a lifetime. It's just more exposure to it now, and women have no shame about it until they have shame about it. So, but again, I know every dynamic that she said. She had the 3 different types. I've known the 3 different types.
Oh wow. Okay, let's go.
Out, and she does it for that reason.
All women got a hoe phase now.
Now here's where I disagree with you, Mr. Charleston.
Me too.
We say all women have a whole phase. No, we don't. Not all women have a whole phase. Okay, I'm just saying.
Some of them come back in the back end and turn in the hole when they 40s and they 50s.
Damn.
Talking about the 40 and 50-year-old.
Yeah, if you didn't do it early, they definitely. It happens.
They gonna do it later.
Yeah, we're not gonna ignore that this is not happening. When we do that, it's never going to get better. We're never going to look at ourselves and say, you know what? Doing too much. Y'all hear about all the STDs in the goddamn nursing homes? They fucking like crazy. Stop it.
Oh, yes. Okay. Lord have mercy.
All women got a hoe phase. You got to let them get it out. She just getting out of hoe phase. That's all.
One thing I learned in my hoe phase was I'm not a one night stand girl. Like, I could be physically attracted to someone. They could be so amazingly sexy and like the conversation is good, but my cat won't get wet for strangers. It has stranger danger. Like, yes, kitty cat has stranger danger. And I realized that like I am just not a one night stand girl. And I get that females do it and it's exciting and it's exhilarating. But I learned during that phase, in bars, in conversation, in different moments with attractive men, that it wasn't doing it for me.
Hoe phase situationships. And everyone knows I strongly believe in a hoe phase. Let me explain a hoe phase. A hoe phase is just you are open to saying yes.
Short term.
You're open to saying yes. Like, I've done this before. I was in my hoe phase. Second date, you want to go to St. Bart's? Let's go. Literally next week. Like, you just say yes, you don't care, you're not trying to like get married.
Sleeping around with men sometimes makes other people feel like worthless.
People use it to kind of fill a void.
Do you guys think there's a benefit to having a hoe phase?
If you want to do it, yeah, like mess with people, but don't mess with people's feelings. The hoe phase should just be like kind of just discovering yourself, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There they go with that discovering yourself and stuff. What?
I mean, how you grown and you're discovering yourself with someone else contributing to that?
Right.
Again, they just be talking to talk. Like, your body is not meant to have multiple dicks or any objects going in and out of it. Like, one, it has muscle memory. So it's always going to remember that semen. You understand? Like, and if it doesn't match, is your body going to react?
Oh, we gonna get into it. That's why I got my slides.
That's crazy.
Here we go.
Like, what you don't like. You should have your fun. It just sucks.
Is there a such thing as a hoe phase, or is a hoe gonna be a hoe regardless? It ain't no hoe phase. Women slow down when they realize, I am so old, I'm really getting the scum of the club. The scum of the job, the scum of the church. Only motherfuckers on thirsty mode want me. That's when they slow down a little bit. Because after they fuck about 40 of the thirsty mode guys, they be like, okay, I've had my fill. But as long as they feel like they're desirable, a hoe gonna be a hoe.
I feel like with you.
Do you think he's right? Is Corey Holcomb right? What you think, sis? You on mute.
I kind of missed what he was saying. I was talking. But what was the gist of it? I started listening to the girls.
Such thing as a hoe phase, or is a hoe gonna be a hoe regardless? It ain't no hoe phase. Women slow down when they realize, I am so old, I'm really getting the scum of the club. The scum of the job, the scum of the church. Only motherfuckers on thirsty mode want me. That's when they slow down a little bit. Because after they fuck about 40 of the thirsty mode guys, they be like, okay, I've had my fill. But as long as they feel like they're desirable, a hoe gonna be a hoe.
I feel like...
Okay. I agree. I mean, you're gonna be. It is what it is. I don't know about that, conditional.
Right.
And they get to a point again at 35, your body starts to go through some real serious changes. And it could be that dropped them out. That old reproductive system, it's aging now. You're going to start feeling a lot different. Old coochie. It is old coochie. The fuck?
I cannot.
You better take care of it. You only got one. But this idea that they can go in and, get their hymen put back and have the muscles tightened up and, pretty up the labia and all of this. Like, what are you doing? So, this superficial society, as long as they think they look good, access to the right person of their choice.
You guys are like, oh, like she's been passed around the whole team. We can't wipe you up because you had A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And she's like, okay, but like I was in my phase and like I like you. And I feel like a lot of guys won't like concentrate on that one girl because she's been passed around.
I'll be real with you. If she's been passed around and I know who she's been passed around with, can't do it.
Yeah. Don't wait long for your whole season because your body going to drop, your titties going to drop. You're not going to have them good tight legs no more. And you're going to turn into mush. So get your whole season on now.
The idea of a whole phase and getting it out your system is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Because who in their right mind need to sleep with a whole bunch of men so that then one day they can be faithful to just...
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand what is the actual purpose of the Hoe Phase?
I mean, you heard the girl in the blue. What you think about what she said?
In
the blue dress.
Well, it's still the same thing. So she's saying get it out, sleep with a whole bunch of people while your body is still tight
and young. That's crazy.
But if you sleeping with a whole bunch of people, you're ruining your body anyway.
Mm-hmm. You wearing it out.
And so when you finally get the quote unquote man of your dreams or your husband, whatever, he can't feel nothing because you don't got no walls.
Oh Lord, she ain't know how to do them kegels.
You don't got no kegels ain't gonna help that.
Damn.
Not when you got 1,000 dicks.
That's crazy. 1,000? Ugh.
Yeah, you see.
Yeah, they be bragging. I know the national whores, like they're proud. They all across the.
Proud about that count. I had 12,000 dudes.
My man.
She explained this better than any man ever could.
Right, and that's your prerogative. That's what you do. But then, how are you during that time developing the skills that it takes to be in a serious committed relationship and to become a wife? How are you? Your focus now is too many niggas. It's all these niggas. That's when you get to be in, why should I settle down with this one person when this nigga got this and this nigga got that and that nigga got that? And then it's this unrealistic expectation of building this perfect man or this perfect woman that does not exist.
And you know what I was just thinking about? How you bitches be trying to slut shame a girl. I ain't mad at my whole phase. And quietly kept. A lot of you bitches not. Baby, because I had a time. I had a time.
So this what y'all...
She said, baby, I had a time.
Yeah, I mean, again,
like, look, she was having flashbacks, all thinking about all the peens that she done had. Woo, I had a time.
Honey. Yes. I mean, you can't shame people who have no shame for what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. That's very true.
They don't feel no shame. Like, she's content with her behavior until she's not.
Right. Exactly. No,
like, and when that turns around, that's on you. That your time may come or it may not.
Mm-hmm. So
when it does, it's a painful feeling of humiliation and distress. I'm just saying.
Right. Let me see.
Passport hoe equal.
Somebody said something. What is that?
Saudi. He said it went from men sowing their oats to women having a hoe phase.
Mm-hmm.
Women being in strip clubs more than men nowadays. But I'm just saying, it's true. Smacking on the booties of the women.
Yes,
they coochie. It's just nasty. Nasty work. Queen.
All right, y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
I said, close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors.
All right. Dun, 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 dun. The slides are out, y'all. Y'all ready? Y'all know when I get the slides, it's time. All right, time to get some lessons real quick.
Goodness.
Okay. Sis.
Yes?
What are some causes of these women's wanting to be some hoes?
Mm-hmm.
Common root causes for the women wanting to be hoes. When women embrace or get stuck in that hoe lifestyle, rather out of rebellion, trauma, or attention seeking, it's rarely about sex itself. It's about pain, control, or neglect. Here are some root causes: childhood sexualization or abuse, father wounds or male rejection, peer pressure, poverty, or low self esteem, escapism from emotional numbness, unhealed rejection or abandonment, loneliness and isolation, peer or media conditioning, addictive cycles, loss of sacred identity. They forgot how to be feminine. Generational patterns, absence of moral or community structure. So a hoe in the society sense isn't just easy. She's usually hurting. The behavior is a mask. The real story lies underneath. A woman who uses her body for validation, money, or survival has crossed into a different spiritual and emotional territory, one that carries consequences. Any thoughts?
Man, great slide. I agree with all of it, and imagine the combination of those things. Some have all of them.
Yes,
It's hard
yes.
to- She's usually hurting. Some of them are so numb they may not be hurting. Don't get it twisted. Okay. Um, doing it for pleasure. There are some people who do it for pleasure, just like there's men who fuck a lot of women for pleasure. Are they hurting too? Huh? We got. I'm just saying. You don't give all of that consideration. It's possible. So,
So we
pro
talked about the hoism, right, and the pro ho. So do you think feminism have anything to do with the pro ho culture?
um everything does, because for me, feminism was more of a step towards them wanting to become like men, right? And realistically, we're different. We do different jobs. It's different biologically. Um, and I think it was ran by a whole bunch of damn lesbians, if you ask me.
Okay, good. So somebody else said that too. They think it was just lesbians.
Let's kick men out. Like, even if it was an agenda, like, get rid of men. Like, they're not needed. And that's so foolish, because you're all having children and they need their damn father, whether you need them or not.
Right, exactly.
And that's the reality of it. They didn't ask for him to not be around. You made that damn decision. So, and they got to live with it and put you on a pedestal and say, fuck daddy. I'm just saying. It ain't
So
right.
I put together some information for us, right? So we know that feminism started for like equal equality, right? It started out as equal pay, rights to vote, and all that kind of jazz. But after a while, it turned into something totally different. Okay. So it started out the right to choose one's destiny beyond domestic walls, but over time, some branches of feminism traded equality for sameness. The idea that to be free, women must act like men, even in sexual behavior. So here's when the lie started. If men can sleep around and feel powerful, women can too. And that's equality. So then we have the third wave of feminism. And we've all heard about that one, the my body, my choice thing. The third wave of feminism is my body, my rules. And that started in the 1990s into to early 2000s, shifted again. It was about equal opportunity. It became about sexual autonomy. This is when the slut walks happen, or sex work is work, and free the nipple, and whole life all that. That's what's this is what we're under now, the third wave of feminism, where all this liberation is being celebrated now. This was what it is now. So the rise of the third wave of feminism, my body, my rules, the shift, birth, performative power, loud, sexualized, temporary confidence that the culture calls liberation, but the spirit knows as emptiness. What do you think about the third wave, sis?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Tried to tell them about self-destruction. Like the music told us 30 years ago, 40.
Yeah.
So we just, as a society, we weren't listening. We were following the white people.
Okay.
So now, we want to be included. Here we go. Because
Right.
this is not us. That sacred ancestral DNA, like it's there. We
Mhm.
don't know who we are. We're lost in translation, like easily influenced. It's crazy to think that entity, this sacred body, should be manipulated in
Right.
such a manner. And because men have some type of history of behaving that way,
Mhm.
that it's okay for us to do it.
Right.
It's like if you cheat, and I remember this with my husband before he was my husband, having a conversation like if you cheat on me, I'll cheat back, type shit. Like, well, is that something that you would want to do? Like, cheat on me? Like, nah. So why would you do it? Because I did it. You understand what I'm saying? And in my mind, like, yeah, I would probably leave.
It's that what they
It's
call it,
not the get back, the
getting
get back.
my get back. Yeah. That's what they call
Yeah,
it.
nah. I mean, and again, this is this is ignorance generationally.
Right.
We as women have not educated the young women before us, the mothers, the grandmothers, the great grandmothers. Like it's sad at this point that this agenda has pushed into our communities, and we're doing it more than them, and we're such a small percentage in this great USA. We get the exposure of this behavior, but again, a lot of us don't behave this way.
Correct.
So
So, and with this, they have this thing where they're thinking having a whole face. Because we heard a little bit in the clip that I played, where the woman was like, "Yeah, you do it because you're trying to find yourself and empowering and learning yourself." So they think this like is really empowering. So, question for everybody in the chat that's listening: do you think the whole phase is really empowering? Is that true for you? So, is the whole phase really empowering? The hookup culture has become increasingly prevalent among American youth as the default mode for sexual interactions. That's scary. Like that's what because a lot of times when I'm on the TikTok and when they're doing like the street interviews at colleges and stuff, and when they're asking these young people. Like I saw a couple of clips where this young girl couldn't been more like 19, 20 years old, talking about she had a train ran on her. Like, oh my, like really? This
a
is
lot
what
of
y'all
them.
doing out here? Like, Jesus Christ. Like, ooh, child.
Mm.
The freedom of the hookup culture is often interpreted as an outlet for women to be sexually free as men who are
So, so,
perceived.
so
Go
the
ahead.
power is actually in the P. The power is
Exactly.
actually in the penis, right? Because
Exactly.
in order to be this sexually explicit, you gotta get the penises to hop on.
Exactly. Exactly, sis.
Mm.
So
It's
it's
crazy.
so what I found is that this whole this perception of this is empowering is nothing but an illusion of control. At first, the whole phase feels like freedom. You pick, you pick who, when, how, and why. You meet them at the bar. I can do it if want to. We can go here in the back in the bathroom or whatever. It's my choice, my body, my choice. I control the sex and all that kind of stuff. So you feel empowered. You feel desired. You feel like you call the shots. After the years of heartbreak and pressure and control, it can feel like finally taking the wheel. But there's a twist. That reactive power and real power. What they're experiencing now is reactive power and not real power. And that's not empowerment. It's actually rebellion dressed as confidence.
How how is it power when someone's entering you? You don't have as much control in that situation, and I'm
Right.
like you need the penis to be empowered.
Mm-hmm.
So confused on how they're so not relevant. The men,
I don't think they correlated that way, right?
of course not. Of course not.
So they're not even seeing it in that lens, like
Well, they're not seeing disease and pregnancy either.
well, yeah, we about to get
You
to
know.
that.
So if they're not paying attention to what they putting in their vaginas, they definitely not paying attention to what they putting in their mouth.
That's very true.
Yeah, they have no self control. Our society is full of obese people, and the women, y'all are obese. That's a large percentage of our society, and to sit here and act like it's okay, it's not. It's not, because y'all are creating that reality for our children, and I'm not for that shit.
Right, exactly.
Stop putting everything in your mouth and your vagina. Your kids are watching.
Not the
What the
mouth.
fuck?
Jesus Christ. All right. Let's get some information for the sisters, okay? Y'all know how I like to educate y'all. We're going to talk about the physical and sexual functions effects, okay? Since y'all think y'all empowering and stuff. This one, I know sis like this one. Hormonal disruption is one of the main ones. Every sexual part encounter triggers oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin. These are bonding chemicals that ties a woman emotionally to her partner. Frequent unbonded encounters can cause desensitize can desensitize
Yeah, desensitization. Yep.
I'm gonna get it right.
Desensitize your ass.
And leading to emotional numbness. Okay? Hold on, y'all.
But they want emotionally self-regulating men, like
They want more emotionally intelligent men.
intelligent. This is crazy.
Hold on, y'all.
It happens when you want the things that you're not. You wind up getting what you are and don't even realize it. Won't accept it. Why I keep getting this kind of man? Pay attention to what you're doing, the kind of energy you putting out there. Salute to everybody pulling up. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Become a member so you can check out that original content from Red Lipstick Vibes.
Okay, I thought Mr. Caleb needed my help. The next one is when y'all out here being hoes, increased risk of infection.
What's the rates of HIV in Texas?
Atlanta. A lot.
I mean, just the country alone, like it's sad, and they promote this damn medicine and smack it all over the screen, and you just,
Exactly. Like I'm undetectable, so it's okay. So because I'm undetectable, like
it's
what?
crazy.
Frequent unprotected or casual sex rises the chances of STDs, pelvic inflammatory disease, and cervical complications. Even with protection, exposure to multiple partners stresses the immune system.
Right.
So you get sick often.
Absolutely. Condom only covers but so much. That's a lot of skin. Y'all grinding and sweating and like that's bodily fluids.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
they think a lot of times they think, well, if I just put the condom on the penis and that's what no.
They mamas ain't teach them and their grandmamas shoulda.
Right. It's like you got more skin, body parts, and saliva and spit, and all kinds of bodily fluids going to town. You know what I'm saying? Women who reported 10 or more sexual partners in their life were nearly 91% more likely to have developed cancer when compared with those reporting 0 or 1 lifetime sexual partner. That's scary right there.
Yeah. They need to notice.
Mm-hmm. And STDs such as HPV has been linked to around 30% of all cancer caused by infectious agents, and cervical, penile, mouth, and cancers have already been associated with these kind of STDs. So y'all out here
teaching
extra stuff, and then you wanna later on you wanna have kids and you can't because you having issues with your cervix and your uterus and all this kind of things. But no, y'all want to do Hoe Phase and not understanding that you have a lot of consequences for having multiple partners. Physical exhaustion. Women who live in a constant state of arousal or sexual pursuit may experience fatigue, disruption in menstrual cycles, and lower vitality, the body way of signaling imbalance. So a lot of women also develop PCOS, um, as well as another hormonal imbalance. Okay, I'm listening. I got it. Hold on, y'all. I thought he was calling me. Okay. Then we have vaginal health.
Mm-hmm. And that
Ladies, listen
microbiome
up.
disruption.
Listen up. Listen up. Listen up. Men carries their own bacteria, their own pH balance. When a woman engages in sexually with multiple partners, her vaginal natural bacteria that protects against affections gets thrown off because you're having all these other bacteria in there and it's trying to figure out which one to fight over, and then next thing you know, you smell like a dumpster juice. I'm just saying. You smell like catfish in a dumpster because you got all these different bacteria and
We
stuff.
call it fire crotch.
Okay. So these are some of the effects that you have when you have multiple partners. But it's like, oh no, mister, I use condoms. Do you know that condoms and stuff leaves a residue and odors too in your cooch?
It has spermicide in it.
The spermicide uh, uh, throw
Oh,
your pH off as well. So just to say I use condoms, mm-mm. Same thing, same disruption.
lambskin organic.
Lambskin. What's that?
They got different kinds besides latex because some people are absolutely allergic to it. And imagine if you don't know you're allergic to it until you have sex with a condom and whoo child.
They skin and lambs.
It's crazy.
These can lead to chronic. You know what these ladies always talk about? They got to put boric acid up their coochies. And
Yeah,
all
I
this
mean,
because they always have recurring BVs and all this kind of stuff. So
bleed.
all this can lead to chronic yeast infections, chronic BV, chronic irritations. The body is constantly having to reset and to adapt to the new bacterial environment because all men carry their own bacteria.
Your white blood cells is going crazy trying to fight off all the
Exactly.
bacteria.
Exactly.
And if you don't have none, it won't, and you will get sick.
Exactly.
Crazy.
Exactly. And then the next one is cervical and pelvic health. Multiple partners raises the risk of HPV. We talked about that, which is the main cause of cervical cancer. Even with condoms, HPV can still spread through skin contact. So when y'all rubbing, when y'all dry rubbing before you do the do, or when he say, can I just put the head in real quick? Or when he take the head and rub it on your clit?
Oh Lord, nasty! You nasty, man.
I'm just saying. That's still skin contact.
It is absolutely.
Little bacteria microcosms, they move. They do got little legs.
That was the funniest shit. Telling my girls, don't you ever fall for that. And different times, 'cause our daughters are 5 years apart, so having to have this type of conversation and joke around and be like, "Yeah, don't ever fall for that shit. Just let me
Don't
put
fall
it in.
for
Just let me stick the head in." They like, what the hell? Like, what the,
I
I
know.
don't even know what to Yeah.
I had a friend in high school where she got pregnant from the head. Okay. She got pregnant from the head, baby. She just got pregnant from just the head. So be careful. All right, sis. You say this one, sis. And y'all can't say this word. I'm having a hard time. Nerve desensitization. Oh, shucks, I got it.
There you go. Just take your time. Break it down.
Nerve desensitization. If sex becomes frequent but emotionally hollow, the body
What'd you say? Emotionally what? Hollow.
The body begins to respond
Like them
less
coochies?
intensely, leading to weaker orgasm or delayed arousal, even the need for more extreme stimulation to feel satisfied. Is that why y'all the ladies getting the rose?
That's a fact. I
Cause
mean,
y'all don't desensitize.
their hand don't do it enough no more. You get old, your hand get tired. Just saying. The things is crazy. They hurting themselves. They don't show the statistics and stats of that though, sis. The injuries of that. The injuries. There's injuries from that thing.
Yes. Gotta get the stun gun and carrying on. Cause y'all all desensitized down there. Cause y'all just be getting ran through. Okay. So these are some of the physical and sexual effects of having multiple partners. You can't feel nothing. No walls. Not even Kegels can help you. The next one is hormonal chaos. We know that sex releases all these wonderful, wonderful chemicals, right? Oxytocin is the bonding, dopamine is the reward, and prolactin is satisfaction.
And we need those. We need them all.
However, when you have multiple partners, when those hormones get triggered repeatedly with different people, the body loses its rhythm and you experience the following: mood swings, irregular cycles, lower libido, or inconsistent sexual desire, disrupted sleep or energy. Your body gets confused. It's trying to bond with multiple people at one time. And biologically, that creates chaos. So you're literally creating chaos within your own body. Sis, physical and sexual effects.
I agree.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about y'all crazy people. Okay.
Ooh, mental health effects. She got the stats.
I want all the brethren to pay attention to this here. Okay, I need my brethren to pay attention to this.
Y'all listening?
These bitches is crazy because they got too many dicks. Okay, I'm just saying. They acting weird because They got too much going on. A study in 2018 study looked at a link between depression, substance use, and the person number of sex partners. Increased promiscuity is associated with some mental health issues. Chief among these are bipolar disorder, borderline personality disorder, and this is why y'all be getting these crazy chicks, because they had too many peens. Okay. It is true that people who have these mental health disorders are more likely to engage in promiscuous behavior. That's why they're crazy. So here's another couple of effects. Depression. Promiscuity may actually be a symptom of depression, and obviously having multiple sexual partners makes it difficult to sustain a healthy relationship. Cognitive dissonance. The mind wrestles between societal conditioning, I'm free to do what I want, it's whole culture, slut walking, and what your body already knows, your biological truth. I crave the meaning and connection. And the inner conflict can breed anxiety or depression. So basically, they're all over the place. Your body is fighting what you're doing. It's telling you, now you know you shouldn't be sleeping with all these niggas. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Or it's hitting you after the effect. You know what I mean? After the effects. Now you done did it years ago. Like I said, it happened when I was younger or whatever the case may be. But get older, and then with just the natural biology and growth and development of our body when we get older. Imagine on top of it. Like you don't want to have all that. It's just way too much, and just how many people are affected by this. Like I'm on so many support pages on Facebook. Like that's really what comes up on mine. From fibromyalgia, endometriosis, perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause. So everybody is like everything is so. Oh my God! Like I would comment and support on everyone, but I can't. Sometimes I have to like take what I did on something else and just copy it and put it on the same one because it's like
copy and paste it. Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. It's the same thing. It's a whole lifestyle change, and you got to be willing and ready to do it. It's hard as hell, and it's going to take time, and it's gradual, but it's possible. A lot of us are just not willing to do it. We're so fucking lazy. Like it's a lazy, fake confident, hypersexual, gluttonous society we in right now.
Yeah.
And the kids are watching all this shit.
And
they're idiots. They don't even know how to tell time on an analog clock.
All right. Addiction escapism. Sex can become a coping mechanism, and we kind of talk about that on the men's panel the other day too, right? When people are using sex as a coping for other things, right? And so even when women that happens as well, people use sex because they're bored. It's at a quick high to avoid loneliness, rejection, or trauma. Over time, this rewires the brain reward system similar to addiction. So it becomes an addiction. It's just like how people become addicted to porn and stuff like that. So becoming addicted to sex is the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm addicted to sex, but to my husband.
Right, but not to multiple people.
I mean, like have that addiction for one person.
Right. Okay.
Like, do women just we don't know how to find somebody we like? Like it's hard to do. Again,
yeah,
our mothers.
Oh, we gonna get into it.
That's crazy. Because I'm serious. I do mentor or counsel or whatever. Usually when somebody hits me up, sis, they kind of in distress.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I got to give some support, honestly, a reality check, a look in the mirror a little bit, you know, gently with love and abundance. I'm just saying.
Yeah. little bit of empathy.
We stressed out here, so I don't know, because everybody is not just like out loading that off like, I was a whore, you know what I'm saying? Like I did a lot of shit that I feel guilty about. I understand. I absolutely understand. Okay, what you got?
So, identity fragmentation. The more one shares her body without emotional alignment, the more her senses of self can fragment. Women often report feeling uncertain of their worth outside of sexual validation. Is that why they say they need to have a whole face so they can find themselves? Is that what that means?
I didn't know they were lost.
Well, that's what they keep saying. I'm just telling you.
I hated it the first time I ever heard it, and I don't even know how long they've been saying it now. Like, what do you mean you were lost?
Right. Like
I felt like that as a kid, right? Because just not having that beginning foundation of knowing, grandpas and a whole, you know what I mean? Like the whole, didn't have that. So I had that feeling. So I had to learn. I like me. I like who I am. The crooked teeth, the crazy glad, like, whatever it was. So when I first time I heard it, I'm like, well, damn, are they lost? Because I didn't know you were lost. That's on you to educate yourself and find out who you are. And honestly, you should be doing that very young. Our mothers need to be affirming us in who we are and who we are becoming early. Like we can't step away 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 when they start hormonally fluctuating. You're not giving them nothing.
Yeah.
So we got grown women walking around and they had no structure, modeling, discipline. Like we've been coddled. It's, you're the baby, spoiled, everybody.
Right.
This is where our society is. And now look, everybody's all depressed. They got anxiety out the wazoo, can't handle shit.
Everybody got anxiety.
I'm like, come on. So it's some truth to it. And you ain't got to be a whore for all of this to be going down. But you did some shit that you feel some shame for. And that shit is painful.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I'm with you. You ever heard of performance over pleasure?
Yeah. I mean, if 70% are not orgasming, they're performing and not getting no pleasure. Marriages are ending because they're performing and they're not getting any pleasure. Again, you got to learn to pleasure yourself.
So it says that performance over pleasure, women who've had many partners develop pressure to perform, to be impressive in bed rather than to be present and receptive.
Ooh.
This creates anxiety during sex and blocks authentic pleasure. So, could this be one of the reasons why a lot of women are climaxing?
On top of not being able to shut the fuck up in their head. Worry about it. Worry that your titty look like it's leaning to the side the wrong way.
No, you better not shoot. Better not care. Be present.
Stretch marks, all of it. Like so much at one time going through one woman's head where she can't get in tune with what's going on in the rhythm of her body and get that pow. I'm just saying, I don't.
Yeah.
They have lessons. Like it's really a thing. But do that for your husband.
Right. And it's like if you had a lot of experience with a lot of people's, I can see where you like, especially if that man knows you've been experienced, then they're going to expect you to be like, I don't know what the word would be, exceptional in bed.
Right.
I don't know.
Listen, anything you practice, you can become really good at. That's all I'm saying. And you don't need a whole slew of different people to do that. And this is why relationships fall apart, because it's so exciting at first. And like they say, we were fucking like rabbits. And and then y'all get boring. And then nobody wants to initiate. Nobody wants to make the first move. And of course, in most relationships, men are usually the one making the first moves. Men are usually the one asserting, starting, asking, offering. And women have to, well, sure, instead of them being that way. But now we want to present ourselves and throw ourselves out into society and do it with all kind of strange men, but not with the man we chose.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
crazy to me.
Exactly.
Hold up, you want to be a freak for this dude, but you said I do and had kids with this dude. Wait, wow, you don't want to screw him no more? What's going on inside here? It's not him. It was good. You married it. I'm saying, y'all gotta jump on it.
Sis, oh Lord.
I mean, they be fronting. I mean, and that's what happens. It's something wrong with the man and not with them. You initiate.
Right.
How about you be assertive? I done begged for your pussy. You done turned me down so much. Like, who wants to keep dealing with that? Okay. So,
Exactly.
ladies, step your game up. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
When men try to have a conversation about that, it's pushed away, and it happens a lot. So,
So here are some of the emotional aftermaths and the difficulty bonding. Somebody, I don't know. Child, why is Mama sending stuff while we live? Tell Mama stop sending me stuff. We live.
she watching. She might be trying to show you, like, look what I saw.
Oh,
I saw something too. You might want to show this.
All right, let's look at the emotional aftermath and difficulty bonding when you have a whole bunch of teens. Okay. Casual sex teaches emotional detachment, how to feel pleasure without connection. And the first one is a bonding and breakage. Okay. Each sexual connection creates a soul tie, an emotional and spiritual tether. The more ties formed and broken, the harder it becomes to bond deeply again. The next one is guilt and shame. Even suppressed, many women eventually feel shame or regret, not necessarily for the act itself, but for the emotional aftermath, being used, forgotten, and misunderstood. What you got to say about this?
What's that? And somebody say a whore will be the biggest Christian at the end.
Oh yeah, we go. Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I know her, I love her to death. She'll admit to it and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So, that shame, again, my platform is not just to be beating up on people or nothing. It's for self-reflection. And the only reason I stayed intact and disciplined and controlled is because I actually have shame. I would feel so much shame if I did so many different things.
Right.
Maybe things I was doing when I was a child, a young teenager, hanging out in the street, leaving school, like all of those things, I already had that. And that shit was painful. And I had to correct it in a lot of different ways. So, I know what it feels like. And this shit right here, you can ignore it as much as you want. But if you get older, some things you are not going to be able to suppress, especially when them hormones start attacking. Okay? And you have no clue about those either.
Right. Exactly.
So it's going to be everything and everybody else and, suppress.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where it wound up lying. Can't bond with not just a man, people. You ever see them real bitter, surly with, like, what's wrong with you?
Exactly. So the next one is loss of intimacy. Promiscuity can blur the lines between sex and intimacy, leaving women craving affection but unable to receive it without suspicion or defense. The next one is a big one because we talk about this a lot. Validation versus value. You start to confuse validation with value. When you hear when we have those conversations about women are doing things that they need to change, but they won't change because men still validate them. And so what happens is in their minds that validation makes them think that they're more valuable. So this is where the confusion comes in. Just because you being sexually validated doesn't mean that your value is high. It just means, You easy to get. So, you know.
Yeah, it again. I'm going to take it back to the manufacturer. If they weren't affirmed, they weren't validated at home, and they weren't told how valuable they were.
Exactly.
A lot of girls come up, man, and them estrogen clashing in the home, mother daughter, towards a certain age, it gets conflicting.
Yeah.
And many don't know how to handle it. It can get scrapping and all of that.
Yeah.
So if it's not being taught to self-regulate, it's going to be out of control. It's going to be.
The bonding hormone releases during sex. The more partners you had, the more of your oxytocin pathways become dull. It's harder to feel the deep trust and closeness with one person. So basically, y'all just I think because I hear this a lot on these fans always say that um that there's a study that says that women that have a lot of partners have a hard time pair bonding or connecting deeply with the person that they end up with at the end, or their husbands or something like that. So I can see where all these can is correlating into that, especially this one right here, fear of intimacy. After many temporary connections, lasting intimacy can feel threatening. It demands vulnerability and not performance. And I think, sis, that a lot of people, including men too, really don't know what intimacy is. They always, when I'm listening to, even when we was having a conversation on our panel, when I'm listening to them, that they think just intimacy is just, the actual act of sex, but it's much, much more. Am I right?
Yeah. I mean, and especially in today's society, like the last
Mhm.
years, I don't know what they're doing. The kids are not allowed to be around each other, just young crushes and boyfriend and girlfriend. It seems so threatening, on a nurturing level where girls and boys are able to get to know each other and regulate their emotions and hormones around each other. The cuddling, intimacy without intercourse.
Right,
Like,
right.
like that. So and
Mhm.
it can be fun,
Yeah.
body massages, quiet, relaxing time. So,
Yeah, quiet time, just
sitting
cuddling.
front to front,
Yeah.
legs crossed around each other, rocking back and forth. Like these things are ancient and sacred. And we
Yeah.
need to get back to those things because we're
Mhm.
not. We're not. Families are falling apart and our children are falling apart. So, and ladies don't want to because society is not pushing that as women. That's not femininity. Femininity is fucking and being half
Right.
naked and doing whatever I want and can't nobody tell me nothing. And that's not working for us. Our society is not going to rise any higher than the morality of our women. And y'all's fucking morality is disgusting and it's shameful. And
Morality, what's that? That's out the
there
way.
is none. There's such a lack thereof. And,
Right, exactly. Yeah.
what the fuck?
Ding dong. So here's the big one: comparison syndrome. When you've been with multiple partners, you've collected a gallery of experiences that can lead to mental clutter in the bedroom and beyond. You might compare your new partner's performance, body, and style. For women, it manifests as emotional restlessness or dissatisfaction. Comparison kills contentment. So, what do you think about that, sis?
I mean, you can't be content if you're daydreaming about the dicks in the past.
Okay, Miss Stephanie.
All right, y'all
You
doing
laying
time.
there thinking about
You
20.
can't forget about that nigga who laid pipe down in McDonald's bathroom or whatever, like some freaky shit. Like that's crazy.
Right.
Like supersede that and do some freaky shit with the man you with. You know what
Exactly.
I mean?
Oh my goodness.
The solution is in the problem.
And look, and the poor man, he don't even, he think it's him that's like not, doing you right, but it's you all in your head thinking about Johnny down the street that you had 3 years ago before you got with this guy, before you got with Larry. And that's why you feel dissatisfied. And
She should be
then
thinking about her first.
oh, really? That first high.
Listen, if it was their body, their choice, and that was their 1st, why they ain't? That's how it's supposed to be, right? Biblically. I'm just saying, if it's one that you're gonna remember,
right,
that would be the one. In my mind, I'm just saying.
Right.
I don't.
Trust and perception issues. If you had a wild phase, Hoe Phase, a partner may question whether the phase could return during conflict, loneliness, or boredom. Because in the clip that we played, that was some of the excuses that the people were saying, and even in the slide that I showed, that's some of the reasons why they go through a Hoe Phase, because of loneliness and isolation. And so if something happens in your life, are you going to return to being a hoe?
Excuses.
I'm just asking. I'll just ask.
So many.
Sexual conditioning. When sex has been casual or frequent with multiple people, your body associates arousal with excitement, novelty, or chaos. Where safety and predictability rules, arousal can fade. So it seems like it's saying you are so used to that one night stand, that adrenaline rush with the excitement of being with actual other people, and then when you're with the constant, the safe person, so it's not your body is not getting that excitement like it would if you was out there doing random people.
Right. Yes. So fellas, scare her a little bit, and be spontaneous. I'm just saying,
Like try to rob her or something. Maybe she.
You know what I'm saying?
Role play is not like
what y'all want? I really want from a nigga. That's what DMX was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn.
Oh my god!
You can't even be clear about it. You don't even know what you want. That's the craziest part. Like, I know what I don't want. Well, what the fuck do you want? Be clear about that with a man, and he will give it to you, especially if he like you. He like you. He love you. Oh, girl, that's what you want. That's what you need. They be bugging. That's just my opinion.
So, and it's just like how I was saying, it's not that the love is gone, it's because your sexual nervous system got wired for adrenaline and not affection. You want that rush and not the intimacy, the actual connection with the person. You just want that feeling. It's just like, I guess it's just like the when a person starts to do drugs, they're always chasing that first high. So if sex has become a high for you, you're always chasing that first feeling, that first orgasm, that first high you felt the first time. So you're always going to be chasing it. That's crazy work.
It's like that nicotine rush.
Right. That's
no
crazy.
Joke. Yeah.
Oh man, that's a lot.
I mean, if there's addiction in your family, this could be your vice. Even if none of those things had happened to them, this could be your vice.
Right.
Addiction. So,
Or like we read in the other clip, it's like some people, their means of escape. If you're under a lot of pressure or conflict or stress or whatever, having sex with random people or multiple people is a means to escape. Which is,
I mean, they've shown us plenty of women roles in movies and TV shows that exhibit all this, like just
What was that one? the Jane, what's her name? The one that turned the little boy into a girl that she played in that Mary Jane or something like that.
Mary Jane. Okay.
What's her name? Oh, the one that's married to Dwayne Wade, and she was in that movie in the show.
Gabrielle Union.
Yeah, and she was like that. She was like,
Yeah,
so
I didn't watch that show, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either. I just know the concept of the show.
Okay.
That was her thing, like, sex was like her coping mechanism or whatever. I'm gonna play a clip before we get into the second half of the slide, so because we gotta get into this. It's only 1, 2, 3, three more slides. We're gonna talk about this interjected and spiritual sexual things. Cause y'all think y'all not transferring demons.
I mean, you might be meeting up with those ancestral demons that your peoples had back in the day. You don't even realize it. Like
y'all not transferring spiritual
conscious. Better wake up.
While this clip is playing, since I'm gonna run downstairs and
okay.
If she had a hoe phase and came back changed, she's still a hoe to me. No, bro. People evolve. You can't keep her in a box. She already broke out the box. She wore the box out. Now she want to be reborn.
If you didn't know, a hoe's final form is a religious woman.
Look, I just want to let y'all know because y'all get on Sabrina Carpenter's internet and just say any doggone thing. There is no such thing as a hoe phase, okay? If a hoe had a phase, she's a hoe always. That is not something that comes and goes. It's something that's in you and it's going to always be in you. Don't let no hoe tell you no different.
I just want every man to make sure that you know the woman that you're sleeping with and that you're with. That's your queen. I want you to make sure you know your queen. Not just what she wants to do, but the things she did before you that she probably won't tell you because she feel like you're going to judge her.
Facts.
All right, niggas. Now, keep in mind, 99.9% of women have had a hoe phase. How many of you niggas have had your woman tell you her full hoe phase? Tell me about it. You don't want to talk about it. You know what a nigga might do? A nigga will be laid up with his queen early and talk about a girl that he think is a hoe.
Facts.
Or a girl that she think is a hoe, and then he'll comment on it. And what might happen is he might be like, yeah, that hoe, that bitch did this. And then she'll be listening. Like, oh, you think that's a hoe?
Right. Let me
not realizing your girl got her back blown out when she went to Miami and did that fucking boomerang reposado shot with her homegirls, and she fucked a nigga on that boat. She don't like him. She ain't really want to do it. She was just going through some things. She fucked a nigga in Vegas one night, Miami, all of these type of cities. Went out of town with her fake homegirls, girls trip. Yeah, right. It's a nigga there.
Men, they probably just get tired and then they say, okay, I found the one, I'm gonna just chill. I done had my fun. Once a woman get onto that whole phase and stuff like that, I'm sorry, you can't really shake that.
So you say women like Pringles, once you pop, the fun don't stop?
Yeah, listen, I talk to women for a living. They may take some seasons off, but they get right back to it.
A whole phase is definitely not necessary for a woman. When a woman sleeps around, it does devalue her. You gotta think about it. Women hold the key to sex. Anything that's easy isn't respected. So if you just giving it away, you're giving your key. A woman that's just letting everyone use her key, it's a crappy key.
Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not, no.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong.
Stop falling for the I went through a 304 phase. There's no such thing. That is who she is. Even if it's deep down, that is who she is.
If she had a hoe phase and came back changed, she's still a hoe to me. No, bro. People evolve. You can't keep her in a box. She already broke out the box. She wore the box out. Now she want to be reborn.
If you didn't know, a hoe's final form is a religious woman.
Look, I just want to let y'all know because y'all get on Sabrina Carpenter's internet and just say any doggone thing. There is no such thing as a hoe phase, okay? If a hoe had a phase, she's a hoe always. That is not something that comes and goes. It's something that's in you and it's going to always be in you. Don't let no hoe.
Do you agree, sis?
That was a lot. That was a lot.
That was a lot.
Born out and reborn.
I mean,
and they know it because they talk about it. Like they're proud to go get their hymens replaced. Like even if that wasn't the whore, I don't care. That's what I'm gonna think.
What you say?
Why are you so concerned about that? That was a lot, sis.
Look, so
Mm.
Javon is in. Hey, Javon. Javon is in the house. Hey, girl.
Hey, Javon.
I
Somebody else.
was
Brit,
calling like
Brit
listen
Love
to
is in the house. Brit Love.
Mike Love,
Yeah.
Britt Love is in the house. Hey, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Michael
God,
Love. Hey, Mike.
I have not been paying attention to the
Michael.
chat, y'all. I'm so sorry. Y'all been going in.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys think about what they were saying, the men and the women? Just saying that once a hoe, always a hoe. Even if they're changed, you have that the what you call the born again virgin thing and all that kind of stuff. Is it always going to be in them? Just like how we looked at the clip before, not the clip, but the slide where it says, will you return to it if you go back into like a conflict or loneliness or boredom? That's just like how women will say when the husband catch the wife cheating because he's working. We're like, well, you work all the time, so I had to,
That's
you
the reason.
never home.
Yeah, she
So
was tired
you
of
go
playing
back
with
to
it
be a
herself.
whore because you good because he's working, like you know what I mean. So
You
I
didn't
don't
hear what
know.
I said. She was tired of playing with it herself.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, again,
I didn't say
we
that.
make girl masturbation shameful. And now we have hoardism. The development of girl has been shameful in the household. Girls have not been told about their periods. Mothers are brutal. Like it's been brutal upbringing for a large majority of the girls growing up, man. And I'm almost 50. And I've had at least 10 friends that I damn near lived in their house. Like moms weren't nice. Sometimes I'm a little catty. You know what I mean? But I'm never mean and disgusting. Always willing to give information, but sometimes you get a little funky. So I can imagine, and I know because I've seen it, I've watched it, I know some personally, and it's disgusting the type of treatment that little girls get in households. But when they get older, it's like mom is placed on this pedestal and like is all forgetting, has all been forgotten. Like that shit affects us. And in all of that behavior and not being educated about anything of womanhood, hormones, the different ones. And if we don't know, they should have learned and then tried to teach us, like instead of just generations of lack of knowledge. Like it's crazy. So this is where we are, man.
So it's your premise that when the woman cheats and say because you've been working and haven't been home, it's because she's tired of playing with it, or
Yeah.
oh, okay. I have a different view with
Well, I mean, no, of course, absolutely. That's just I'm just throwing that out there.
because I
Like,
think
what
I
is it?
think that
You
thing
know it's not
that
right.
that could be one, but a lot of times, especially when the instances that I have seen or whatever, it has nothing to do with I got tired of playing with it. They actually want a body.
Right.
They want it's not
Yeah,
and
yeah.
half the time it's not about the sexual experience, it's the attention.
Of course,
That
that too.
the man is not there, the husband is not there. I'm not getting the attention and stuff that I want, the validation or whatever. So I'm going to get it for someone else. And in turn, in order for me to get that, I have to give up my currency, and my currency is my coochie.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Even if he is there, he could be there all the time.
Hmm.
She don't like him no more. She ain't getting, like you said, no attention either way.
Yeah.
I mean, we can make all kind of reasons why.
Hmm.
When you know it's wrong and you
Right.
do
Yeah.
it anyway, I mean,
Mhm.
who knows how that's going to affect you? But we're telling you that a lot of these things are possible that can happen
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah. A
So if
lot,
you're
lot of
wondering
different
why,
scenarios.
yeah, if you're wondering why you're going through some of the things, I mean, it's
Yeah.
possibly these.
Uh, One part of the video that I found interesting was when the young lady was saying, like, don't listen to these women when they say I had a whole phase. The phase never end.
Hmm. Okay.
What do you think about that? Do you think that's a true statement that the phase never ends?
I mean, even if they stop giving access, the mentality,
Mm-hmm.
the behavior, that how they carry themselves may still exist, even if they're not actually utilizing their vagina.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, to some degree,
Yeah.
I mean, who we truly are doesn't go away. I mean, it's a saying, right? You can take the girl out the hood,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't take the hood out the girl.
Right. Because I think at some point how can I say it? I think if the transformation is not genuine, people tend to like with Sister Cole, it's the mask, right? Because we always unmasking something, right? That women, because I'm talking about women, because this is a woman's show. So the chat know what I'm talking because I'm women's. We're gonna talk about women's. We tend to do the chameleon thing when we know that it's going to get us somewhere or something. You know what I mean? And after a while, if that transformation is not genuine, the real person is going to come out at some point, right? So you can pretend like at one moment you were cantankerous and loud and a booger wolf, and now you feminine and submissive now. At some point in time, that person is going to show up because something's going to trigger that side of you. You know what I mean? So I think what the guy was talking, what the lady and the guy was saying, that it's always in you. If you are that type of woman, needing sex as a validation for you, needing sex to bring value to you. So maybe it's not. It doesn't even depend. It doesn't even matter if you get married or be with someone else. It's like you need that. You know what? Check this out. The Aisha Curry thing, right? She has what's his name? What's his name?
Who? Stephen Curry?
Stephen Curry. She has this man in the eyes of so many women that would love to have a man like him or whatever. Everything, the husband, the wife, the kids, and all that kind of stuff, the money and all the fame, all that. And yet she's still seeking validation from other men. That's crazy work. So could it be? I mean, because I'm thinking, I'm trying to figure it all out. Could it be that it all of it is rooted in trying to get what has not been planted, just like you were saying from a little child, from the mother and the father? They're still seeking that, even as grown women, married women, because clearly she's still seeking validation. You know what I mean? Am I talking right? I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I mean, because I would say, are we not tough enough to admit that? Like, Ma, you didn't give me a lot of information. Whether you didn't have it, I understand, but we need to talk about this because I'm going to break that cycle. We're going to make sure we don't do that. We're going to make sure we give all of this information. So, it's like I said, that kind of conversation is hard to have. And if your mom is still walking on this earth and your dad is still walking on this earth, I'm going to give you the advice my husband gave me when I was 20 years old. Man, you better deal with that. You better have those hard conversations, like, dig deep. These people love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they birthed you. So I'm most are willing to hear. And if you got that person that's that difficult where you can't have that conversation, goddamn, you see where that trauma is rooted. You can't even have the conversation. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, that's a problem. It's hard.
Oh, let's talk about these spirits. Okay. Biblically and spiritually, the whole archetype is tied to spiritual emptiness. The search for love, power, and identity through the flesh instead of the spirit. Spiritually, promiscuity is the most costly. Spiritual and ancient wisdom alike treats the body as sacred, a vessel, not a vending machine. Sister, you just do a live on that?
On
when you was talking about the wound, when you was talking about femininity and the wound care and our bodies are sacred.
Yes, I mean that's just how I have to talk raising these girls in here. You know what I mean? The oldest is 25, so I've had to put that type of stamp on it just so they make sure they honor it, right? I think that was the form of affirmation that I needed to solidify very young. Like it's quite important, because knowing ailments from just mom, who knows about grandma, great. I don't have none of that. So it was very important to make sure that they had that affirmation, those validations, so they didn't have to go and seek out for that out there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did the show. I gave a lot of information because I'm still in fasting. This is my 6th day of fasting. It's no joke, but I'm doing it. 20 to 22 hour of fasting, only eat one meal. But fasting juice and teas all throughout the day, making sure I'm getting all my nutrients and vitamins and stuff. But it was something needed because my body is crying out. My sacred ancestors is like telling me things, and then I'm trying to figure it all out. And it's conflicting because the nervous system, as you get older, all this other stuff. So I said, let me try this and see if I can reboot my body. And this is just the beginning because the 3-day, none but fluids is something I really want to do. So I wanted to challenge myself with this to see if I could sustain, and make sure that I do the right things hydration wise, because that's very important in order to stay functioning. Because I still got to move around. You can't just be a slug because you ain't eating and stuff. Like that's not how you do it. So people have the wrong impression. So just giving information about that. And I think it's sacred because they didn't eat how we eat today. And look at our society. And they lived for long times. So
yeah, way longer and healthier than that we did. Each sexual act is an exchange of energy. When those energies are impure, a woman absorbs the residue of others' spirits, their anger, their pain, or darkness. Over time, she feels spiritually heavy. Do you believe that?
Absolutely. And the fact that they don't believe it.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know why they don't believe it.
I've always been spiritually in tune. If it was just the early introduction to church, Jesus Christ, whatever, it's always been. I've always been innately devil here, God, or you know what I mean, angel here. Like it's conflicting, but I know right from wrong. By 6, you know what I mean? Shout out to Best Star. Just grown. We were outside. We were street kids. We knew the rules. The rules were told to you. You didn't have to be told 100 goddamn times because if you didn't follow them, your ass got in check. And they loved you. So a little ass whooping gonna make sure that behavior change. So we knew the rules. So now we get to adulthood, and I'm just like, people act like they don't know right from wrong. Like you don't know.
Yeah.
So that was one that stuck out, the video that you played, the guy with the goatee.
Okay.
That he pointed that out. Like, y'all act like we don't know better. You actually know better and you don't care. Like, that's what it is.
Yeah. This part is actually true. So have you ever wondered why you picking up, mannerisms and you start saying things like that person, or you're picking up habits of that person? That's energy exchange. That you're picking up their residue. So this is actually true, and that's why a lot of times, even with married couples, they start to talk alike, look alike, act alike. That kind of same thing.
Look at me and Mr. He said. I mean,
right, yeah.
That's almost 30 years.
Right.
Let's say it.
Exactly. Block intuition. I found this one was very interesting. I was like, block intuition. How did that happen? So the womb is where creation and intuition and divine connection resides. Promiscuity clouds that channel, making it harder to discern the voice, God's voice, and your own intuition.
Whew, girl, that gave me chills.
I was like, when I read it, I was like, oh my goodness, now that was a deep one.
Yeah, I mean, it's so deep.
Pay attention. You think you got my intuition, and you got all these. Your intuition is being blocked.
Yeah. I thought it was unique, because again, we got 25, 20, and 11. So separately, these conversations, womb, sacredness, all of that. It's just so unique that you have to really consider with the eggs that are in our bodies. Our daughter's eggs are also in our bodies, as well as her daughter's eggs. Her daughter's eggs, like that's sacred. It's ancestral. Like I don't even know how to.
It's a lot.
To tell y'all how much honor that is. Like I was already in my great 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 grandmother's womb,
right?
And I made it here. Like it's magical. So talking like that to the last one, me and Madison had a great cry. Like it was amazing. I'm like, I wish we could have recorded that. So salute to the ancestors, man.
And in turn, a lot of times when our intuition is blocked, our judgment is skewed as well. And so therefore that's why you're making decisions to do these things, because your judgment is clouded. Promiscuity is clouding all of your judgment. Your intuition, when you can hear something, some people may not believe in God or whatever, but they'll say, oh, something told me to do something told me to go that way or not go that way, but you're not even hearing that anymore because all of it's being blocked by all these other spirits and energies that's blocking that connection. Here's another.
Some people actually carry generational curses. I'm just saying. I gotta throw that out there. Do some
You're
research.
You're ahead. We gonna get there. We about to get into it. Loss of spiritual authority. In biblical terms, sexual impurity dulls spiritual power. Proverbs 31 power, divine favor, and discernment weaken when sacred boundaries are repeatedly crossed.
Repeatedly
crossed.
Foolish children. Just saying.
Here's another big one, ladies. Womb imbalance. The womb is seen as the seat of life force energy. Sexual overexposure dulls that energy, making a woman feel depleted, emotionally heavy, and disconnected from her sensual power. What do you think about that, sister?
Yeah, we got a lot of hormones besides, progesterone, estrogen, and cortisol. Like that protactin. Did I pronounce it right?
Protactin.
Yeah, we and progesterone, we need all of them. And when they're depleted, it's gonna cause a lot of heaviness, and who knows where the mind is gonna go. Like some women literally go crazy.
Well, we talked about the mental. High levels of people being bipolar. They're having all kinds of schizophrenia.
Right now, we don't have enough facilities to put people away, because some of the behaviors that are out in public, like free, it's insanity. Like some of these people are enraged, lose it, people's places of business up because your food is not fixed right. Like that shit is crazy. Okay, it's not just a bad day,
right?
Like, yeah, you need to go in the crazy house. That's
sexual disassociation. Spiritually, if your body becomes a revolving door of energy exchange, the soul begins to check out during intimacy. This can cause a woman to feel numb during sex and disconnect afterwards. So you become a dude. So you actually become a pump and dump.
So that's that post nut clarity that men have. It's like they come back into their body once the come out, right? And then they, holy shit, did I just fuck this girl? I got something to do, and This was fun.
So now the women, they'll get the post nut clarity thing. Like, oh man,
Man, you got to have pre-nut clarity. I'm just
right,
saying.
yeah.
Now, ladies, yeah. Mm-mm. The fantasy ain't gonna match the reality of it all. That's all. Like, don't be in that head to the point of complete infatuation, especially as a grown woman, like a grown woman. Girls is that's something you do as a girl. But once you become a woman, like it should be non-negotiable to allow that much infatuation and lust to take over, to just do strange things for some change anywhere and anytime. And because it can be harmful. Like at some point you want to do it. But it might be one little thing that switches and you don't. And you might not be able to get out of it. You might not be able to get out of it, and then he's taking it from you. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
So you got to be careful.
Okay, so look, while I was doing my research, and they always talk about why women will always get like with the Pookie and the Ravies and the low vibrational men's and stuff like that. Y'all don't like the good guys and stuff like that. So I found out why some women do that. Attraction to lower vibrations. When sex is shared without spiritual alignment, it attracts people who operate on the similar frequencies: lust, chaos, or trauma, instead of love, peace, and purpose. So that means you are attracting those same people. You are attracted to those people, and those people are attracted to you. So therefore, that's why they keep picking the pookie, the homosexual on the couch, because all they can do is just blow their back out. So
Yeah. Totally lost what I was going pardon the post-menopausal mind. Sometimes the thought just drops. You be like, what the?
Look,
I have to get, this is the fast, and I have to give myself grace and not beat myself up. I'm a perfectionist, and I beat myself up more than anybody could beat me up. You know what I mean? So I got to stop that. It'll come back to me now.
And now we talked about the pairing thing, right? So here's the spiritual side of it. You carry fragments of your past partners. The residue interferes with the flow between you and your spouse. You may feel haunted by memories, dreams, or desires of your past sexual experiences. So y'all around here daydreaming about Jimmy. when
Why his name gotta be Jimmy now?
I just picked it out.
That was my client today, chaos coordinator.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nobody is home. Maddie went with me too, so don't be having no thoughts in y'all's head, okay? He's doing schoolwork and working. Nasty people.
I mean, look. So you just got all kinds of crazy stuff going. You sitting here daydreaming and memories and stuff of other men's over and over and over and over and again. And then that man on the couch trying to figure out what in the world is wrong with you. Because you got all these thoughts and imprintations going on that's being like a movie playing in your head all the time.
That shit is fuel. It's fuel to start a fight, a tiff, or you're not doing something to excite me or validate me or affirm me or I need your attention, whatever. It's all me. Stop.
Right.
Your mama should have told you to stop, but your grandmother would have.
All right. This the one that they hate. I don't know why people don't like to hear that soul ties. They don't like to hear that. Ain't no such
They
thing.
ain't got no souls. They don't believe that they have souls. I mean,
a soul tie is the unseen cord that forms when two people unite emotionally, physically, or spiritually. Every encounter knits pieces of one soul into another. So these are some of the energetic and spiritual sexual effects that happens when you are going in with multiple partners with the soul ties. Just imagine you're just this one stick and you got all these strings on the stick and it's pulling you different directions because you have all these ties. They tie to you.
I think they try to. It's where the envy and jealousy comes in because they assume there's a narrative for every man, and then they get this man and they assume that they had this whole, whole phase as a man, being a dog. So I got mine. You know what I mean? Like in the
Right.
back of my head, thinking it's gonna make them, feel empowered or something or whatever. But in turn, it's really not. Like you're gonna be conflicted, right, with all the things that you said, the thinking
Right.
about it or whatever, craving it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Soul ties is real. It's real. Now I'm gonna go warm up my tea.
Okay. I gotta read this. Exchange of spirits, guys. Listen to this. And so, 2 Corinthians 12:21 says, "He that has sex with a woman becomes one body with her. And since she has had multiple partners, that became one with her. You become one with the people she slept with." So, when I read that scripture, then I realized why a lot of times when we have that whole body count conversation, that it kind of becomes important because it's saying here, since she has had multiple partners that became one with her, you become one with the people she has slept with. Every time a woman has sex with a man, she takes in his spirit. Women, we know that we are the receivers. We don't fuck, we get. We are on the receiving end. She takes in his spirit and it begins to make her connected to him. Each time a man has sex with a woman, he releases his life form energy into her. He leaves a part of his information, DNA, in her. Okay? There is something, this is something that a condom can't protect. Okay? You think, oh, I use a condom, so I don't have no soul ties because I use a condom. I use a condom. Nope. Condom has nothing. Condom can't protect you from a person's energy. Condoms can't protect you against because energy is behind the elements of all flesh. Condoms and other contraceptions can save you from STDs or getting pregnant or something like that. But what is saving you from the spiritual infections if your sexual partner has an unhealthy spirit living in him or her? Energy of the woman lingers in a man's system for about a month afterwards. But for a woman, being the receiver of his body, she carries his energy within her for up to a year after the encounter. So I have a example to let you know, so you can test this out, ladies, to figure out if you still have a soul tie with somebody. If you see that man, maybe you ain't seen him in a couple of years, ain't seen him a couple of months. If you see that man, or you think about that man, and he made your coochie jump, you still got soul tie. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You still
Getting the hoochie coochies. They got the butterflies.
if your coochie jump when that see that man, or you think about that man, you still tied to him.
Damn. No. Now I am.
If you still can feel something of him, like he's still inside you, baby. That's called
Mm.
energetic imprint.
Your brother
He's
showed
still
me a boy.
imprinting on you, baby. If you could see that man from years ago, and he still make you drip, and you start getting coochie contractions, just thinking about it, nigga. Yeah, you still got him in you.
Your brother showed me a couple days ago some man who had a soul tie. Let's talk about it. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, okay. So
That's what happened.
even with the men, if there's a woman that does that to you, you still have a soul tie to it. So that's a little test. So y'all know. Let me see if I still got soul ties to this nigga. If you see him and it still make your heart flutter,
Who?
and your clicky, you still tied to him. I have a clip, sis, because this is one of the reasons I want to do this show. Because we talked about all the things that the woman will go through to having multiple partners and stuff like that. But I got tired of seeing stuff. Because I be seeing things. I saw something. I don't think that women that are in this lifestyle or OnlyFans or prostitution or porn stars or Hoe Phasing and all that kind of stuff understand the effects not only that they're doing to themselves, but more importantly, when they have children. Because believe it or not, your Hoe Phase is affecting your children. I have a clip.
At 4:30, stop.
Mom.
At 4:30,
Mom.
what?
Are you tricking tonight? Are you tricking tonight?
No, I'm not.
I want to watch a movie since you're not tricking tonight.
She was talking about you guys had to sit down, Sebastian, have a conversation. He found her OnlyFans. And are you ever really ready to have those really public conversations with that's such a public thing to have to talk about and your child to see, and then in private you have to deal with it, but then also in public you have to deal with it because then y'all talk about the fact that it happened.
I think me, I just keep it pushing. As long as I'm good, in the household, you're gonna have to deal with that or things like that regardless. If it's not even directly involved with you, you're still gonna have to have some type of conversation like that with your kid, and it's not.
That is, oh God. Did he understand the question? Are you on mute, sis? I don't think he understood the question.
Well, what was the question?
About your child to see, and then in private you have to deal with it, but then also her OnlyFans.
So she's asking him about how he dealt with their son finding Amber Rose's OnlyFans.
Okay. Amber Rose is related to him or something?
That's his son's mother.
Okay.
Amber Rose's mother.
Yeah.
And asking him about when his son found the Amber Rose's OnlyFans, how did he deal with it? And his answer was like, I don't know.
I hear what he's saying. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's bullshit.
The response was like,
yeah. No, the conversation would be about any type of, context to sex or porn. Yeah. But this is your own mom.
Right.
It ain't just, at some point we're going to have a conversation. Not finding this about my mom.
Right, exactly. That's what I was like, is he even answering the question, or he just talking weird? I don't know.
I mean,
you ever
say it again?
He said he had a conversation.
I guess. Okay, let's listen.
They don't feel no shame for it.
Right. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the shame or the accountability. Something.
No, I mean, there's no shame. She does it. Now, them giving context to what she does, they got to give that. Now, how they give it, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, but if they show that, nothing's wrong with it, but that child is going to know something's wrong with it.
Right.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay, listen.
ready to have those like really public conversations with like that's such a public thing to have to talk about and your child to see, and then in private you have to deal with it, but then also in public you have to deal with it because then y'all talk about the fact that it happened.
I think like me, I just keep it pushing. Like as long as I'm good, like in the household.
What that got to do with it? I don't.
Yeah, I can't stand that he said that. Like,
right, that's why I got stuck on.
Like, for me, I just keep it pushing. What the fuck does that mean, nigga? You supposed to be the leader.
Exactly.
You running the house. You can't even articulate. But I get what he says after. At some point you're gonna have to have these conversations with your kids. It's not about mom being a whore on OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
And wasn't she a whore before? Wait a minute. She's a whore, ain't she?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, she's a whore. I mean, they're gonna find out. I say it all the time. It will come to light. And if you don't feel no shame, your children will feel it for you.
Mm-hmm.
You can't make it right. Like, he got to go to school and deal with other kids his age. So if he finds it.
Right. Yeah, we going to get into it. Here we go.
You're going to have to deal with that or things like that regardless. If it's not even directly involved with you, you're still going to have some type of conversation like that with your kid. And it's not easy for anybody. So as soon as they start finding that stuff or looking at that stuff or hearing things about,
What happened is I got a teenage son and they're fucking obsessed with me. They fucking sing my songs in his school. They talk about like how hot of a mom I am. And my son's friends started finding my OnlyFans. So now it's hard.
Can you imagine your teenage sons know you are, watching you on the porn and they obsessed with you, like they want to get with the mom. That oh my god, I can't even. Oh my god.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's why I don't do it.
Crazy.
I can absolutely imagine. Yeah. This is,
that's crazy.
Look, and now you worried and concerned, like you wasn't thinking about that. Like, do we not have any reasoning or logical thought at all when we make any fucking decisions, yo? Exactly. Like, that's a shame. Sorry, ladies, with all the degrees and shit, but your reasoning and logic is out the window. These kids are gonna grow up, and if you're a whore and you have accounts, i.e. OnlyFans, and all your social media is half naked and booty pictures and just, you know what I mean? Their friends are going to find it. You talking about hormonal little boys and girls, because girls are looking at you too.
Exactly. Yeah. Jeez, this lady here.
I watched this video with this girl too.
This is crazy.
To promote, and because now my son's going to school, like getting teased and shit like that. You know what
you think?
And so it's hard having a teenage son and being a.
It's actually crazy when you think of kids nowadays, like how accessible it is for their friends to see like their mom's OnlyFans.
There's gonna be a lot of people with a lot of experience.
I mean,
if we have a kid one day, they're gonna be scrolling on your Instagram and be like, "My mom's got a Tonka truck."
Any kids that have a mom that does OnlyFans, gang, I'm so sorry, bro, because you're about to get the roasting of a lifetime, gang. Wait till that little kid gets to middle school and high school, bro. He's going to get fried. Do you know how many kids are going to find out that their friends, their other classmates' moms does OnlyFans, bro? Because everybody got an iPhone now, everybody got an iPad, bro. Everybody got access to the internet, bro. I'm gonna go for as young as, I'll say 5, 6, 7 years old, bro. Everybody in the school is gonna know that your mom does OnlyFans, bro. If you're gonna do OnlyFans, just know your kid might fuck around and disown you, and you can't be mad at that. Your kid ain't asked to have a mom that gets booty butt naked for some change. It ain't your kid's fault that you making your shit holler for $1. I'm just saying, bro. For $3.99 a month, $4.99 a month, $5.99 a month. I don't know how much it is, bro. Whatever price it is, bro. You want to throw that ass around, you want to show that coochie, you want to show them tangy tangs, you got it. So you want to do that.
My mama was.
What you think about it? He ain't lying. He's not. He said nothing wrong. He was absolutely right. You're setting your children up for like fights, being bullied, all that.
I mean, if they don't have any shame about it, then they don't think that that's going to happen to their children. But they're idiots. Like, we all went through school. It. Like he said, there's so much access to everything, and they're looking for it.
Yeah.
So, gotta be proactive.
I go in. Okay. Yeah, my mama was a hoe.
Okay. I can. Lord have mercy. Hey, okay.
Perfect. That's crazy.
I go in. Okay. Yeah, my mama was a hoe.
I feel like I can relate, but I would
Just understand.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. I tell her how it is.
Okay.
I was the only child though, so it wasn't on my mama. She didn't like nobody watching me. She didn't want to get no babysitters and stuff. Right. So she had me with everything. So she was getting fucked. I was just saying.
You was another room.
Yeah.
You heard what he said?
Yeah, his mama was a whore. You know, she ain't want him to be around nobody else, so you know he got to see it all.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these kids are exposed to it all. Generational ignorance, like it's real. You know, generations of unprotected children. This is what's been happening in our hands. This is our fault, ladies. Our fault, women. Our fault. You still got to protect them kids, whether it's a daddy around or not. Goddamn. And we have not been, you know, because our vaginas are more valuable than our seeds that eggs that are in there. It's crazy. Poor boy. But look, he still loves his mama, right?
Yeah. Well, there you know how that goes.
You keep calling me dad number two. It's not, but where you get that stupidness from?
Because it's on my mama's side.
On your mama's side?
Yeah.
What do you mean? How many dads you have, you think?
2.
How do you have 2 dads?
Because dad number 1.
What are you talking about, Kingston? I'm confused.
Dad number 1.
Where do you see this dad number 1 at?
At my mama's house.
Dang. It's tragic.
It's always nice when you have a great relationship with your kids, but some parents, they take it too far, and that's what this mom has done. Well, I don't know what to think. So this mom and son collab. This mom has her son record her corn videos for her LonelyFans account. What kind of fucked up shit is that?
Child, I can't. He can't say OnlyFans. He
Mm-mm,
can't
nah.
say porn.
Not on TikTok.
Damn. Yeah. I mean, it's just been no exposure to it. Mother's been, you know, doing things with their sons for years. It's just not something y'all are comfortable with talking about and admitting that it happens. You know, son husband type situation. Even if they ain't fucking them, they still putting them in that position, creating some type of dynamic, and it should not be. Okay, he got to find it a wife and find it for good thing, not be up under his mama and her titty for the rest of his life.
Right.
It's crazy. So, what you think?
I have 3 kids, twin 14-year-old male, and my daughter 16-year-old female. I started doing OnlyFans in 2020. I had divorced my husband the previous year, and I did it because I thought I would feel empowered by it, and I thought I'd make some money.
There go that empowerment crap again.
Y'all money hungry. That's crazy. Y'all really trying to be like me.
Forget about the money part. The first part, she said she felt like she was going to be empowered.
Yeah, she felt like she was gonna be empowered, but that didn't happen.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But now, what it say? And you feel ashamed?
Yeah.
Oh no, they're ashamed.
The
Kids are not her. Says
Right, not
my
her.
kids hate me and are ashamed after finding my OnlyFans.
Let's listen to her little bit.
2 years passed by, and my account is now semi-successful, until tragedy struck and my pictures were spread around. Me and my kids live in a small town. All 3 of my kids started to get bullied and made fun of. I immediately closed my account and regretted everything.
He will say
all of that. Broke up the whole family. You know, for this rush of excitement, validation, and attention. It's crazy. You know, you burn the bridges. Just keep burning them shits. They just burn the bridges down and it'd be old bitter ass women with a whole bunch of cats and hoarding and shit. Crazy work.
what about if my friends start stepping to me? And, you know, sometimes I'll put him in his place and be like, do you like that? You like that jacket you just asked me to buy you? You like all the things that you want, that make you happy, all your little things? You like that new PC that you begged for Christmas? Because you wouldn't have had that shit if mommy didn't show her ass.
That's crazy.
It is. I mean, it's the mindset of, these kids need these things to feel good about themselves, and they don't. They're fucking lost. They don't feel good about themselves. They're eating their happiness away. You know what I mean? Like they're living in delusion by playing on these video games and not living in real life, outside, touching the grass, smelling people, being around people. Like,
Right.
money is not everything. Like, again, you become what you hate.
Exactly.
Workaholics,
Uh-huh.
I'm the provider and I get you these things and you should appreciate it. These things. Bitch, our children want our attention.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A little love, a little nurture, maybe a meal here and there. Like, what's up?
Exactly.
They don't want to be in that role of mother. This sounds like just overseer. Coddler.
I mean, it's true. And what does he say? He's like, all right, okay, that's it. That shuts him up because he's a little greedy little bastard too. Sometimes, I mean, he's 12. I mean, I bought him a freaking Montclair jacket on my birthday when we were in Switzerland. My boyfriend's like, you can't afford that. And I'm like, I can afford. It's my birthday present to myself to buy him this jacket because he is a label whore. And this is what he likes. And if he says one thing about OnlyFans to me, all I have to do is say, you like the Montclair jacket? Shut up. What's up? You like that? Okay, mama.
Like, how you going to, like, shame him to, like, oh, about this? Yeah, she got on my nerves already.
That's crazy. But a lot of them move like that. This house, these cars, this, that. Like, no, they want more than that. They need more than that. I'm sorry. That stuff is not enough. They need to be cared for. They need to be talked to, spoken with, open dialogue. That's a form of intimacy. That's taught at home first. So you talk about this intimacy thing, that shit is taught at home, man, with your siblings, with your mother, your father, your grandparents. Like, there's no sex in that. We love them all, like to the point of adoration, laying in their lap, loving to see them. And like those things are really important. There's none of that. Y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all going off to work, man. Fuck that. Get this money. We got this jacket. We got all this food and these snacks in here. I take y'all out to eat all the time. Like, this is the kind of backlash these kids,
Mm-hmm. So let's talk about the effects on the children. If y'all with y'all Hoe Phase, okay? Y'all think y'all? It's like, I'm not hurting nobody. Yes, you are.
Ernest Sir Hale is in the building. Welcome, sir. War assassin. Good to see y'all.
Good to see y'all. Shame, confusion, and shame.
Oh.
You bring confusion and shame to the children. When a child discovers or hears about their mother's sexual past, they can internalize embarrassment or shame. Loss of security. A promiscuous or unstable environment can make a child feel unsafe, not just physically but emotionally. Seeing men come and go erodes the child's sense of stability and trust. And I think that is so very true because when I was working at the elementary school, and this young lady was like talking to another little girl, and she was saying like how her mom's a hoe, and like every night she had a different man coming in and out the house, right? And she felt unsafe. She didn't feel comfortable living there with her mother anymore because of that environment that she started to have when the father left. So that becomes a very big thing. So these are some of the things that your Hoe Phase, the ones that have children, or you're being a OnlyFans and a prostitute or a porn star, you think you're not affecting the people around you. You are affecting your children. The next one is identity confusion. For daughters, it blurs what femininity, dignity, and self value look like. For sons, it distorts how they view women. And let me say this again. For daughters, it blurs what femininity looks like. They think over sexualizing themselves as being feminine. They think being very sexually open and free is being feminine. They think dressing half naked all the time is being feminine. And they forget about being modest and dignity because that's not what they're being taught.
Facts.
And with men, their view of women is distorted. Women are viewed as meat or just sexual partner. And then that's why you have men that treat women the way they do, is because their mama was a hoe. So you think you're not affecting nobody else, but you are. Daughters are often repetition of patterns. Daughters often repeat what they've seen. Normalizing sexual validation is a form of love. Sons may become explorative or emotionally avoidant, mirroring what they observed. So you're actually teaching them how they're going to treat other people or how they're going to become when they grow up. Because a lot of times we see that it's like sis was saying earlier, the generational thing, it's become a cycle. That's why sometimes you see if grandma was a single baby mama, mama becomes a single baby mama, and now daughter become a single baby mama. It's become repetitive. It becomes a pattern. It becomes generational. And sexual behaviors can do the same, be the same way. Same thing.
And that birth rate, the birth stage, young parents, everybody having them at 15, great grandmama, grandma, new child, and new child.
Yep. Distrust of authority and morality. When the home life contradicts what society or religion teaches, kids struggle to reconcile right and wrong. The cognitive dissonance can breed rebellion or why bother attitude towards morality. I don't care attitude. You can't tell me nothing attitude. Shut the fuck up, old people attitude. This is where it's coming from. We're actually teaching the little people what they're going to become as big people. What you're mirroring to them is 9 times out of, if they don't have any guidance or instruction otherwise, you are mirroring exactly what they're going to be. And a lot of times, we talked about this in the Mommy Dearest series. A lot of times, the mothers, especially with their daughters, they don't want the daughters to be better than them. They want them to be a whore just like them. They want them to be ratchet just like them. They don't want them. So they're going to continue to build on that cycle. But am I off on that?
No, sounds about right. We're supposed to be about breaking those cycles. You see what's wrong in the generations before you, and it's our job to not repeat them.
Mm-hmm.
You got the blueprint of what was fucked up.
Right.
You should. You grew up in it, so don't repeat those behaviors. Lucky in the building.
Lucky.
So,
hi Lucky. Let's be back to you. When I gotta get rid of it. What was it on? Here's a big vulnerability to exploitation. Children of women who were prostitutes or overly promiscuous are statistically higher at risk of early sexualization, lower self esteem, being targeted by predators or manipulative partners.
yeah, you might better watch out. You might get you a pimp instead of a boyfriend.
Hmm. And your children are vulnerable to a lot of things, especially especially if then you have men in and out of your home as well too. You're not keeping your kids safe at all.
Nope.
Then we have sexual confusion. When a mother's lifestyle conflicts with her teachings, the child may lose faith in God, morality, and authority altogether. Like we said earlier, that I don't give a damn attitude festers.
Or you preaching and teaching one way, but you're not moving like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Shout
go.
out to all the so-called born again virgins. Difficulty trusting women or men, depending on the gender, they may grow up distrusting intimacy or feeling unworthy of love.
Hmm.
The next one is stigma and social labeling. When people in the community know a mother's past, her children often inherit that reputation. So it's the whole if your mama was a hoe, then you a hoe.
Mm-hmm.
Stigma can isolate them socially and cause anxiety or distrust towards others.
That's right. Marcus is in the building.
Hey, Marcus. So therefore, then you have the guilt by association. Kids get teased, judged, and excluded simply for who their mother is or was.
Yeah. You tricking in the night?
You tricking tonight, right? Yeah.
I mean, and it's not just that. Like, just coming up to the school looking crazy because there was a time we didn't do that. Like, you coming up, you presentable. It's
Exactly.
embarrassing to come up to the school in your slippers and all of that. Like, there's no class, no more. Everybody just climbed out of bed, and when they drop them kids off, they look like they're climbing right back in bed.
Right. They
It's
didn't
crazy.
brush their teeth, so they didn't brush their teeth with that.
Mm.
Oh my goodness. Respect is a social currency, and when it's taken from the parent, it often leaves the children broke in the eyes of their peers.
Mm.
Then they have relationships and dating challenges as well, because they're seeing what you're doing, they mirror what you're doing. So let's check out what the daughters. For the daughters, men might sexualize or devalue them based on their mother's past. So they're going to treat your daughter just like how men treated you. Because it's like, well, if your mama's a hoe, then you a hoe too. So I'm going to treat you just like a hoe. Like mother, like daughter becomes a cruel assumption. Whew. For sons, they might carry shame or anger, overprotecting their partners or distrusting women altogether. I don't trust no women. All y'all hoes, everybody hoes. I don't trust women. I mean, we've heard it. We've heard the sayings when men will say these things
Right.
because they didn't see nothing otherwise because their mama was a hoe, so they don't trust them either. Because look at my mama was my grandma. All y'all like
Mhm.
that.
That's the thing for most people. Who hurt you? That's the,
Right, exactly.
they don't even
Exactly.
never self reflect on that type of hurt. Like your mama was a whore, or was your grandmama?
Exactly. And there are some educational and career impact. The kind of social stresses leads to anxiety, poor concentration, and avoidance of community spaces altogether. So, ladies, don't think that I'm. This is only me. I'm doing this for myself. Blah blah blah. Don't be selfish because your children are watching. Even when you think that your children aren't watching, they're watching. They're
They need a
watching.
class on how to not be selfish. It's something that needs to be guided and affirmed all the way through girlhood to woman.
Hmm.
And it has not been being done because these bitches is
Not at
selfish.
all.
I'm sorry.
So listen here. The bottom line, okay. Get your shit together. Okay. Promiscuity doesn't just scatter the body; it scatters the soul. Each encounter is an exchange of spiritual DNA. The whole culture borrows the language of liberation, but not its wisdom. It's feminism without responsibility, womanism without reverence. It tells women to flaunt what was meant to be honored. It gives temporary applause in exchange for long-term peace. True empowerment isn't about showing your body. It's about knowing its worth so deeply that you don't need to prove it. Through repentance, discipline, and divine grace, the scattered pieces can be gathered again. Thank you.
That was
Thank
awesome.
you.
That was
I
awesome.
just want to come and give that because
That needs to be an affirmation card.
Mm-hmm.
Phone.
I just want to share this information. Come and share this information because we did the unmasking the whole code before, but we didn't do the children part. And I want to make sure that we add the effects that you have on your children, because women oftentimes don't think about that what they do is not affecting anybody else around them but themselves. Just like we were saying that you becoming, that selfish behavior, and um, they will never find out, or when they find out, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But nowadays, like we see in the clip, these kids is learning stuff fast. Like these babies have phones at 5, 6, and 7, and I think Kanye's daughter or something found out about the mama's sex tape when she was only like 8.
Yep, playing her video game.
Right. So you can just what? So you think you just you're being liberated and empowering and all this kind of stuff, but you're not understanding the consequences. And even if you don't have children at the moment, that stuff live on the internet forever, and people know you forever.
Mm-hmm.
You were like, Chad, I remember when your mama used to do such and such and such. They're gonna tell everything. Look, especially when you got that nosy one in the block that didn't like your mama. She gonna tell gossip about your mama all the time. You ain't never gonna do that. So switch over. So sis, what do you think about tonight? Who
Oh
Phase?
man, it was something unique to see because we're witnessing it. I never thought it would be a day, like, because
Yeah.
there was so many things that the elders made us very aware of young, to not do, where, you understand, to not be grouped in a category of being a whore, because it was something that was not something you wanted to be. It wasn't ladylike. It was a no. You understand? So I mean, to the point of that bright red nail polish.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
Toes, hands,
Oh,
lips.
stop.
It's just certain things, body exposure, the crease of the breasts and all of that, like, just too much,
Yeah.
right? You can't show your teeth to every guy you meet. That means your body.
Yeah.
Like, looking for validation with your vagina is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. And I hear them claim to be sapiosexuals and all of that, but you don't even know your own body. How smart are you really? You understand? Like, we want to control so much of what men do, what they say, how they speak, and all of that, but we have no self control.
Mm-hmm.
Because for this to be in this abundance, this hoardism mentality, to where it's down to our little girls, like our little girls in like late elementary are getting nails done, like frontals. They putting these wigs on the babies. Like,
Mm-hmm.
y'all are so vain and insecure that you're putting extensions in 2-year-olds. Like, it's a no. Let them enjoy their little bald patch in the back. Take care of their hair. It'll grow. Like, black girls' hair can grow. Look at sis hair is absolutely beautiful. It's thick.
Mm-hmm.
And we have girls heads full of hair. So, it's just foolish to think that, well, my whole family, your whole family ate wrong and they didn't know what to do. They didn't wash it right. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff we just didn't do. So it's our job to do better than them. That
Exactly.
should be our purpose. This is our intention. When you start having children, my children are supposed to be better than me. And if I ain't shit, I'm supposed to make sure that they're shit. That their shit stinks a little, a little better than mine.
Yeah.
Come on. We're not
That's
there.
why disconnect is a lot of times they're not thinking that way. They don't want their children to be better than them. And there goes the problem. They don't want them to be around. And it's crazy because a lot of parents are actually envious of their children, and so they try to sabotage their children's lives.
Yeah, I mean, you pour into them with things and expect gratitude and appreciation, and you're not gonna get that. You're not. You don't even know them. Like
Right.
our society is getting to that point. By between 13 and 16, that conversation will be had in the home. Like, you don't even know me. Y'all don't even, you know what I mean? And that's sad. That's sad.
Yeah.
So we care more about things and working in the bag and this financial wealth. Like, I get it. I do get it. But you got to be intentional with these kids, man. The wisdom, the knowledge, giving them the pass. Like, it's a lot of context to life, and they should learn it from you and not everybody else in these damn idiot boxes. Because they will be a slave to it. And when you fuck up their brain cells, I'm sorry. From birth to 5, their brain is learning so much. Them kids can read before they go to school, and y'all are not doing that. So,
Exactly.
here we are. Thanks, sis. This was awesome. I love your slides. Like,
Y'all had
look at that suit. Child, I need to get one like that. Jeez. That is fire. This was
Oh
good.
my goodness.
Much needed information. We don't hate y'all. This is about love, right? It's about love. Like, we don't
Yeah,
want
I mean, I just wanted to share, like, because a lot of times people uh downplay the effects of things that they do, like, oh, it's no big deal, but actually it's a big deal. Like, you are actually you're doing damage to your psyche, you're doing damage to your body, you're doing damage to your spirit, and you're not really understanding the depth of it because you're so nonchalant about it because you're chasing that high that you're never going to get anyway.
and that how can get you in trouble. Like, the danger of it all for me, because it can be 1 second that you do want it, and that next second that you don't want it, that shit
Yeah,
can turn really bad.
backfire on
And you
you.
know that story, so that's something in the back of your mind that should be, should I or shouldn't I? Yeah, I probably shouldn't.
Exactly. Yeah.
He might bust my head in. Like, you
Right.
don't know. So if you
Exactly.
think like that, you wouldn't do it. Find you a husband and you can do all that freaky shit with him. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Talk about it first to make sure that y'all match. It's not something you just jump into. You have to make sure that you match. So being transparent and discussing things is quite important. But you got to be clear, ladies, and know what you want. Like, when we hear these stories from my elders, like, girl, you ain't gonna know till you 50. Like, who the one fuck wants to wait till they 50? All right, see, I'm not listening to y'all. Nah. But this is what they were saying when I was young. You don't really know. And I'm like, yeah, they all sound crazy, but okay. I'm not
That's
taking
why.
that advice.
No.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. Well, let me do these super chats real quick, and
yes,
let me
yes.
get in and
Salute to everybody.
now. Shout out to Mrs. She said for the $2 super chat. She got the looking. What you doing? What you seen? You saw something? You like?
Yeah, your intro, the
Oh,
intro video.
I was
Yeah. I was like, woof.
like, oh. Shout out to Uncle Ricky for the $4.99 super chat saying support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Then we had shout out to brother with the $2 super chat. Tribe ladies looking regal as usual. And then brother came back and gifted one membership. Thank you for the membership, brother. And whoever that lands on, make sure y'all keep it up. It's only $2.99 a month. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, sis. Any final words? You on mute?
Shame. It is a painful feeling of humiliation and distress, and it is caused by your consciousness of wrong or foolish behavior. A lot of these wrong and foolish behaviors we should know from coming out of our homes and our environments, our churches and our schools. If you become an adult and you act like you don't know, goddamn, shame on you.
Okay. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. We haven't done Sister Code in a minute. This was fun. You guys, are y'all coming on tomorrow night? Y'all got show tomorrow?
Yes, a tribe called Harris will be on tomorrow. Come on over. I know hubby got something tucked in the in the chest, so we'll be here. So y'all pull up, pop in. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate you.
The description. Wednesday night, Blueprint to a Man's Thoughts.
Yes.
You know, I get to talk to the brethren. I saw something.
Oh Lord. Brothers is ready. Brothers.
I saw something. And Thursday, I guess brother coming in with some music or not.
We got some. I don't know. We got some. I let him know. He run the ship.
Okay. Friday, I usually do routine hours. But I think I'm going to do a movie night in the Discord. We're gonna watch scary movies in the Discord.
Okay.
It's Halloween, and I don't do Halloween candy.
Oh yeah.
We might hang out in the Discord. We can't play it on YouTube because we get strike. So we're gonna hang out in the Discord. We're gonna watch scary movies in the Discord.
Okay, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, we do that on Friday. Sunday, the doors of the church. I won't talk about these pimping passes and pimp passes in the pulpit.
When pimping is pimping and big pimping.
Yeah. Damn. And Monday, red dropping dreams. I'm going to talk about a lady. I'm just going to leave it like that because you know how people like to steal your stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about a lady.
A lady.
I'm talking about a lady on Monday. So, guys, I don't know who's live now, so I don't know who to redirect y'all to. So, y'all go and search for good content to them. So, I thank y'all guys for tuning in to Unmasking.
I'd rather not.
And I hope that I helped you understand some things about, you know, be intentional on who you're sleeping with and value your body. That's all. My mama just value your body, know your body, and value yourself. You are more than just somebody to relate with. So don't give yourself away for nothing or just an instant thrill, because you are more than that. You don't have to sleep with a whole bunch of men to find out who you are, because you are more than just sex. Having said that, bye.
As soon as the show over, he do like this. Well, I'm ready to go. Why do they doubt the kid? I'm about to prove them all wrong again. I got a low tolerance, cause they don't even know what the problem is. It's me. You waiting on the boy to fail, then hold your breath and face your death. Cause you play a roulette with each step I progress, no less. Go ahead and place your bets, cause we know where we at, we know we top tier. Cause all the hate that you bring, we know it stops here. I'm taking off like a rocket here, ain't stopping here. It's strange how they cannot see the future, but see profit here. Wait up, we gon' always win. Promise that that's not a promise, yeah, that is a threat. You know that I promise to bring the team commas. When the whole team win, that's when you flex. Win, and I'ma do it again. Watch me win, then watch me do it again. Tell 'em I can't take no loss. My team hold no L's, no. Aiming for the top, can't make it by myself. I ain't taking no loss. I ain't taking no loss. Look, I'ma always win. I ain't taking no loss. Look, I'ma always win. We already know that we the coldest. Watch me heat it up, let me focus. I'm going toe to toe with foes. I know they notice. I kick in doors, they only hope for closing. Why? Cause they know I go again. And when they get it dry, I'm the one that can make it flow again. Talk to me nice, my team they ready to go again. Running into us, we'll gladly send you home again. Yo, we don't talk, better know the grind gon' match my walk. I'm a cheat code, I don't take no loss. Making no sense, run up the scope, cause all I do is win. Win, then watch me do it again. Tell 'em I can't take no loss. My team hold no L's, no. Aiming for the top, can't make it by myself. I ain't taking no loss. I ain't taking no loss. Look, I'm a